Are you over 60 and start your day with a cup of coffee? It's a routine most people follow, that warm, comforting cup the moment you wake up. It feels like a harmless habit, right? But here's the truth. This morning ritual might be doing more harm than good to your health. As we age, our bodies change, and so does the way we process what we consume. That beloved cup of coffee, for instance, can affect your hydration, digestion, and even energy levels in ways you might not expect. If you've ever wondered if your morning coffee habit could be making things worse, the answer is more likely than you think. Don't worry though, you don't have to give up your coffee altogether. I'm here to show you how small adjustments can make a big difference in your health, giving you the energy boost you love while avoiding the negative side effects. Stick around to find out how you can make your morning cup work for you, not against you. For many people over 60, coffee is an essential part of the morning routine. It's comforting, familiar, and a go-to source of energy when the day begins. It's also a quiet moment before everything else starts. But here's the catch. While coffee feels like the perfect start to the day, it might actually be causing more harm as we age. Our bodies change over time, and so does the way they handle things like food, drinks, and even hydration. What was once a simple and harmless habit can become problematic. Kidney function starts to decline naturally after 40, making it harder for your body to maintain the right fluid balance. This can lead to dehydration, a bigger concern as we get older. On top of that, as stomach acid production decreases, your body's ability to absorb nutrients like calcium and iron may be affected, and coffee as a drink can get in the way. Another factor? Sleep. As we get older, sleep patterns change, and maintaining restful sleep becomes more difficult. Coffee, with its caffeine content, is known to interfere with sleep, making it harder to get the quality rest needed to feel rejuvenated. This can be especially problematic if that first cup of coffee is consumed too early or on an empty stomach. Understanding these changes is important because they influence how our bodies interact with food and drink. For those over 60, coffee can have both positive and negative effects, depending on how and when it's consumed. So, here's the real question. Is that daily coffee habit helping or hurting your health? The mistake: drinking coffee first thing on an empty stomach. Here's a common mistake many people over 60 make: drinking coffee first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. You've probably had that routine for years. Wake up, pour your coffee, and sip it while you start your day. It's automatic, right? But this simple habit may be doing more harm than you realize. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can increase stomach acid levels. Coffee is an acid stimulant, and when it enters your stomach first thing, it triggers acid production. This can lead to symptoms like heartburn, acid reflux, or that uncomfortable burning feeling in your chest. If you're already prone to these issues, coffee can make them worse. Research shows that coffee can even relax the valve that keeps stomach acid from rising into your esophagus, something that only worsens reflux symptoms. But it doesn't end there. Coffee is also a mild diuretic, meaning it increases urine production. While this might make you feel more awake, it can also dehydrate you, especially when consumed on an empty stomach. This is a big concern as we age because kidney function naturally declines over time, making it harder for your body to stay properly hydrated. If you start your day with coffee instead of water, you could be making dehydration worse. Hydrating first thing is essential, and your body needs water far more than that caffeine boost in the morning. Now, let's talk about stress hormones. Coffee stimulates the release of cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol naturally peaks in the morning, helping you feel alert and wake up. But adding caffeine to the mix can amplify this effect, creating an extra surge of stress hormones. For people over 60, high cortisol levels can lead to issues with inflammation, blood sugar control, and even energy levels throughout the day. If you've ever felt jittery or anxious after that first cup of coffee, this is why. A spike in cortisol can leave you feeling on edge, not exactly the best way to start your day. Coffee also interferes with nutrient absorption, which becomes even more important as we age. Minerals like iron and calcium are essential for bone health and overall energy. But coffee, especially when consumed before eating, can reduce how well your body absorbs these key nutrients, potentially leading to deficiencies over time. Finally, drinking coffee first thing on an empty stomach can affect your blood sugar. Coffee can trigger a rapid insulin response, causing blood sugar levels to spike. For older adults, especially those managing type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance, these blood sugar fluctuations can cause energy crashes, irritability, and long-term health complications. If you're noticing those mid-morning dips in energy, it could be linked to your morning coffee habit. While coffee is an important part of many morning routines, it's crucial to understand how it affects the body, especially as we age. That first cup of coffee could be causing issues you haven't considered. If you've noticed heartburn, dehydration, anxiety, or blood sugar swings, it might be time to rethink how you're enjoying your coffee each day. Let's explore the science of why drinking coffee first thing on an empty stomach can be such a big deal, particularly for those over 60. Understanding how our bodies change as we age can shed light on why this seemingly harmless habit might not be the best choice anymore. Hydration and aging. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at retaining and managing water. It's not something we always think about, but maintaining proper fluid balance is crucial for many bodily functions, especially brain function, digestion, and cardiovascular health. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition suggests that older adults often don't feel thirsty as much as they used to, which means many don't drink enough water throughout the day. This leads to dehydration, which can affect everything from energy levels to joint mobility. So, how does this connect to coffee? Coffee is a diuretic, which means it encourages your body to release more fluid than usual. If you start your day with coffee, especially before hydrating with water, you could be setting yourself up for dehydration right out of the gate. And since older adults are already at greater risk for dehydration, starting with coffee instead of water only makes it worse. Water, on the other hand, helps restore fluid balance, hydrate your body, and support all the essential functions that coffee can't. By switching your routine to start with water, you're helping your body get off to a better start. Hormones, cortisol, and aging. Let's take a closer look at cortisol, the hormone that naturally helps wake you up in the morning. When you wake up, your body begins releasing cortisol to help you feel alert and ready to take on the day. This natural surge of cortisol is vital for starting your day on the right foot. However, when you drink coffee immediately after waking up, you're adding even more cortisol-stimulating caffeine to the mix. Why is this important for people over 60? Chronic high cortisol levels can have a serious impact on your health. Prolonged elevated cortisol is linked to increased risk of hypertension, high blood pressure, chronic stress, and even cognitive decline. Research shows that sustained high cortisol levels in older adults can contribute to inflammation, higher blood sugar levels, and general fatigue. So starting your day with coffee essentially doubles down on that stress response, which is something you want to avoid as you get older. Ever noticed how, after drinking coffee first thing in the morning, you might feel more jittery or anxious? That's the cortisol surge doing its thing. For some, it's not a big deal, but for others, it can trigger a cascade of stress hormones that can make them feel on edge. This becomes even more pronounced if you're drinking coffee on an empty stomach, since food would normally help mitigate that cortisol spike. Gastrointestinal motility. Now, let's talk about your digestive system. Coffee accelerates gastrointestinal motility, which is just a fancy way of saying it speeds up the movement of food through your digestive system. For some, this can help relieve constipation. But when consumed on an empty stomach, coffee can accelerate motility too quickly, causing discomfort. You might experience bloating, cramping, or a sudden urge to use the bathroom. Definitely not the best way to start your morning. Additionally, coffee can irritate the lining of your stomach and intestines. Many people report a burning sensation in their stomach after drinking coffee, and for older adults whose stomachs may be more sensitive due to a decrease in stomach acid production, this can make things worse. The last thing you want is to start your day with that uncomfortable feeling. By understanding how these physiological changes work, it's clear that drinking coffee first thing on an empty stomach isn't doing your body any favors. It's more than just a morning pick-me-up. It's about how your body reacts to that caffeine and how it affects your overall health. What you can do instead. Now that you know the science behind why coffee might not be the best thing for your body right when you wake up, it might be time to reconsider how you approach your morning routine. Instead of reaching for that cup of coffee the moment you open your eyes, think about how you can support your body's natural rhythms first. A few small changes, like hydrating first, delaying your coffee, or adding some food, can make a world of difference. Let's talk about some practical adjustments you can make that will still allow you to enjoy your coffee without the negative side effects. Practical alternatives and routine changes. Now that we've seen why drinking coffee on an empty stomach can be problematic, let's shift focus to practical changes you can make in your morning routine. Fortunately, there are simple and effective ways to continue enjoying your coffee without sacrificing your health. The best part? These changes don't mean you have to give up coffee. It's about adjusting the timing and how you drink it, so you can still enjoy that comforting cup without all the drawbacks. Option 1. Start with water and a small meal. The first thing you should do when you wake up is drink water, a big glass of it. It's easy to overlook how much hydration your body needs, especially when you're so used to reaching for that comforting cup of coffee right away. After hours of sleep, your body is a bit dehydrated, and starting your day with water helps restore that balance. It supports your brain, digestion, and even your cognitive function, setting the stage for a much better day ahead. If you're feeling a little hungry in the morning, add a small breakfast to the mix. Something simple, like a piece of fruit or a small serving of yogurt, will help your stomach prepare for the coffee later on. Adding protein or fiber, like eggs or whole grain toast, helps stabilize your blood sugar and keeps you feeling fuller for longer, so you're not relying on caffeine to fill the energy gap. Option 2. Delay coffee by 30 to 60 minutes. If you're used to diving into your coffee the moment you wake up, try delaying it for 30 to 60 minutes. It might feel like a big change at first, but it's one that will benefit you in the long run. Giving your body that extra time to wake up naturally and hydrate allows your cortisol levels to rise and fall as they should. This also gives your digestive system a chance to start functioning properly without the shock of caffeine. Use this time to drink water, enjoy a light breakfast, or simply sit in silence for a few moments before reaching for your coffee. This slight adjustment helps you avoid the jittery feeling from a sudden caffeine rush and ensures your body is better hydrated to handle the coffee without throwing your fluid balance off. Option 3. Add fiber to your morning. If you want to make your mornings even better, try adding fiber to your breakfast. Fiber is great for supporting digestion, regulating blood sugar levels, and helping you stay full throughout the morning. Try oatmeal, whole grain toast, or even chia seeds. These options are not only fiber-rich, but they also provide essential vitamins and minerals your body needs. For example, oatmeal is full of fiber and B vitamins that help with energy production. Chia seeds are packed with omega-3s, which reduce inflammation and support brain health. By adding these to your morning, you're not only setting yourself up for a healthy breakfast but also improving your digestion and nutrient absorption, both of which help when you finally get to that cup of coffee. Option 4. Reduce caffeine if you notice sensitivity. If you find yourself feeling jittery, anxious, or having digestive discomfort after your first cup of coffee, it might be time to reduce your caffeine intake. You don't have to give up coffee altogether though. Instead, consider switching to half-caffeinated or decaf coffee in the mornings. This can significantly reduce the impact caffeine has on your body, especially if you've been experiencing any negative effects. Gradually cutting back allows your body to adjust, still giving you that comforting ritual of enjoying coffee but without overstimulating your system. You can even mix your regular coffee with decaf until you're ready to fully switch. That way, you get the taste and experience of your coffee while keeping the negative effects at bay. By following these simple steps, you'll be setting up a healthier morning routine that works for your body. You can still enjoy your coffee, just in a way that supports your overall well-being, especially as you age. Sample morning routine. Now that you know how to tweak your coffee habit, let's turn that knowledge into action with a simple morning routine you can easily follow. No need for big lifestyle changes. Just small adjustments that'll make a huge difference. Here's a sample morning routine to try. Wake up and hydrate. Start your day by drinking 8 to 12 ounces of water. After hours of sleep, your body needs hydration to get things moving. Water helps kickstart your metabolism, flush out toxins, and rehydrate your cells. It's the perfect way to prevent dehydration that can come from immediately reaching for coffee. Wait 15 to 30 minutes. Instead of diving straight into your routine, give your body some time to fully wake up. During these 15 to 30 minutes, Focus on light activities like stretching, reading, or just sitting in quiet reflection. This allows your body to process the water you've consumed and lets your hormones stabilize naturally, making your coffee easier on your body when you finally get to it. Eat a light breakfast, fiber plus protein. Now it's time for breakfast. Opt for something that has both fiber and protein, like oatmeal with fruit, a piece of whole grain toast with avocado, or a yogurt parfait with chia seeds. These choices not only stabilize your blood sugar levels, but also keep you energized through the morning. Eating before your coffee can even reduce the chance of heartburn or acid reflux. Enjoy your coffee. After hydrating and fueling your body with a light breakfast, it's finally time to enjoy your coffee. Whether you prefer hot coffee or iced coffee, your body is now better equipped to handle the caffeine without the usual side effects. By this point, your cortisol levels are balanced, your stomach has food in it, and your hydration is on track. You'll still get that comforting boost, but in a way that benefits your body. This simple routine sets you up for a more balanced, healthy start to your day. By hydrating first, having a small meal, and then enjoying your coffee, you're giving your body what it needs to thrive. Over time, you'll likely notice more energy, better digestion, and even improved sleep quality. How to know if you are making the mistake: signs and symptoms. Now that we've covered the science and practical changes, let's take a look at how to tell if you're already making the mistake of drinking coffee first thing on an empty stomach. Some signs might be subtle, but your body will definitely let you know when something's off. Here's what to watch out for. Heartburn or acid reflux after morning coffee. If you're experiencing heartburn or acid reflux after drinking coffee on an empty stomach, it's time to rethink your routine. Coffee stimulates stomach acid production, and without food, it can cause that burning sensation or worsen existing reflux. This is especially common as we age, so if this happens consistently after your morning cup, it's a sign to make a change. Feeling dehydrated or thirsty soon after coffee. Coffee is a diuretic, so if you're feeling thirsty or reaching for more water after drinking coffee, it could be a sign that your body isn't handling it well. Dehydration can cause fatigue, dizziness, and difficulty concentrating, which makes it even harder to tackle your day. Jitteriness or anxiety in the morning. If you feel jittery, anxious, or like your heart is racing after your first cup of coffee, it might be because the caffeine is reacting with your empty stomach. This is a common issue, especially as we get older and become more sensitive to caffeine. If your coffee leaves you feeling on edge, it's time to consider adjusting when and how you drink it. Midday energy crashes. If you experience an energy crash mid-morning or afternoon, it could be a result of drinking coffee on an empty stomach. This can cause blood sugar spikes and crashes, leaving you feeling tired, irritable, or sluggish later in the day. If you're struggling with this, your body may be telling you that your morning coffee habit needs adjusting. Poor sleep the night before or after a morning coffee habit. Coffee contains caffeine, a stimulant that can interfere with your sleep. If you're noticing poor sleep quality either the night before or after drinking coffee first thing in the morning, it might be time to change your routine. For older adults, caffeine can have a stronger effect on sleep, even if consumed early in the day. If you've noticed any of these symptoms, don't ignore them. They're signs that it might be time to tweak your morning coffee habit. Small adjustments, like waiting a bit longer before drinking coffee or adding food to your routine, can make a huge difference in how your body responds to caffeine. Now that you know the potential downsides of drinking coffee on an empty stomach and how to fix it, it's time to take action. Ask yourself, are you ready to treat your body with the care it deserves as you get older? Imagine starting your mornings feeling hydrated, energized, and free of those midday slumps and stomach discomfort. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with anyone who might benefit, and hit that subscribe button for more health tips. And if you're ready to continue your health journey, check out the next video on your screen now. You won't want to miss it. Remember, small changes can make a huge difference in how you feel every day. Take care of your health. Your future self will thank you for it.